Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed some part of the lesson True Height, and today we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson. If you see in your textbook, as he began sprinting down the runway, something felt wonderful, different, yet familiar. The surface below him felt like the country road he used to dream about. The rocks and chunks of dirt, the visions of the golden wheat fields seemed to fill his thoughts. So, what happened? Michael was attempting his final pole vault. So during that time when he began sprinting down the runway, how he felt wonderfully different, and it was yet familiar. And how was the surface below him? He felt like the country road, means he used to go for running daily, isn't it? So that way of road he was feeling like that. The road, the country road he used to dream about, means he used to dream about the country roads and the wheat fields, isn't it? So when he was attempting his final attempt, and when he was sprinting down the runway, he was feeling that the surface below him was like the country road he used to dream about, and the rocks and chunks of dirt and the vision of the golden wheat fields seemed to fill his thoughts. When he took a deep breath, it happened. He began to fly. His takeoff was effortless. Michael Stone was flying just as in his childhood dreams. Only this time he knew he wasn't dreaming. This was real. Everything seemed to be moving in slow motion. The air around him was the purest and the freshest he had ever sensed. Michael was soaring with the majesty of an eagle. So, what happened when he took a deep breath and it started? Means when it happened, he began to fly. Even here, you can see here in the image how he is attempting his pole vaulting. You can see here how he is flying in the air. So, he began to fly, and his takeoff was effortless, and Michael Stone was flying just as in his childhood dreams. So as he was dreaming, in his means his mother used to tell him about the inspirational stories, isn't it? So he was having some dreams from his childhood, so he was flying same as if the dream which he has dreamt in his childhood. So only this time he knew that it is not a dream but it is true, means it is real. Everything seemed to be moving in slow motion, means everything was like moving in a slow motion, and the air around him was the purest and the freshest he had ever sensed. So the air which is around him was the pure and the fresh one which he had never experienced, and Michael was soaring with the majesty of an eagle. It was either the eruption of the people in the stands or the thumbs of his landing that brought Michael back to earth. On his back, with that wonderful hot sun on his face, he could only envision the smile on his mother's face. He knew his dad was probably smiling too, even laughing. Bet would always do that when he got excited, smile and then sort of giggle. What he didn't know was that his dad was hugging his wife and crying. He was crying harder than Mildred had ever seen before. She also knew he was crying the greatest tears of all, tears of pride. So, what happened? It was either the eruption of the people in the stands or the thump of his landing that brought Michael back to earth. Means when he landed on the earth, on his back with that wonderful hot sun on his face, and he could only, what he can envision is the smile on his mother's face. And also he knew that his father was probably smiling and he was also laughing. So why? Because Bet, who is Bet? Father of Michael Stone. He always, what he will do when he get excited means he will smile and then some sort of giggle he will do. But what Michael Stone don't know is that his father was hugging his mother and he is crying. So he was crying harder than Mildred and had ever seen before. And he also knew, and also she also knew he was crying the greatest tears of all, tears of pride. So Michael's mother was shocked to see her husband crying, and but she knew that he is crying of the means that tears which is rolling from his eyes is the tears of pride. So Michael was immediately swarmed with people hugging and congratulating him on the greatest accomplishment of his life. He later went on that day to clear 17 feet 6 and a half inches, a national and international junior Olympics record. So what happened? Immediately people started, Michael was immediately swarmed with people, and people was hugging and congratulating Michael for the greatest accomplishment of his life. Why? Because, and also what did he do? Later he went on that day to clear 17 feet 6 and a half inches, a national and international junior Olympic record. With all the media attention and heartfelt congratulations, Michael's life would never be the same. It wasn't just because he won the National Junior Olympics and set a new world record, and it wasn't because he had just increased his personal best by 9.5 inches. It was simply because Michael Stone was blind. So, what happened here? With all the media attention and the heartfelt congratulations, Michael's life would be never, Michael's life would never be the same because he has won the national and international junior Olympics. So it wasn't just because he won the national junior Olympics and set a new record, but it wasn't because he had just increased his personal best by 9.5 inches. So why this? Here what they are telling, Michael's life would never be the same. Why it is not same? Because it is not because he has won the national junior Olympics, or not because he has increased his personal best by 9.5 inches, but it is because Michael Stone was blind. So do we expect till we complete the story, can we expect that Michael Stone was blind? No. Being blind, he has achieved that many things in his life. So it means Michael's life is not the same because see, though he has won national junior Olympics, nor he has increased his personal best, but the thing is he was blind. So being blind, and he has won so many things. He has won the award, and he has increased his personal best by 9.5 inches. It is really a great thing, isn't it? So it is really a good story, and it is a great inspiration for every one of us, because though we have eyes, hands, legs, and every a single necessity our parents will give us, but even though there are some things we are unable to fulfill, so but see, this person, though he is blind, he has achieved a great thing. So we all should take an inspiration of Michael Stone, and we should move forward in our life. So this story has written by David Nastor, and I hope you all have understood this lesson. Here are some hard words. First one, sprinting. Second, wonderfully. Third, chunks. Fourth, effortless. Fifth, childhood. Sixth, majesty. Seventh, eruption. Eighth, envision. 9, probably. 10, giggle. 11, immediately. 12th, swarmed. 13, congratulating. 14th, accomplishment. 15th, international. 16th, Olympics. And your home assignment is write hard words in your notebooks. So students, I have given you hard words. I want you to write them neatly without any spelling mistakes in your notebooks, and I want you to send me on time. We'll be continuing the remaining part of the lesson in our next session. Thank you. Have a good day.